Hello everyone, welcome to all. So this is class 10th physics lecture. This is electricity part 1. So now from this session we will start the new chapter, that is electricity. In this electricity part 1 we will just come to know what is electric current. So electric current is the flow of electric charge and is known as electric current. Basically electric current is carried by a moving electrons through a conductor. Conductor means a metallic wire. So when the metallic wire such as copper, which is very good conductor of electricity, or silver, which is having a free electrons, when these free electrons which is already present in the conductor start moving, start transferring their energy, we can say, then this is converted into electric current. Current is the flow of electrons. As we know about water current, wind current, means anything which is flow is called the current. By convention, electric current flow in the opposite direction to the movements of electrons. So according to our assumptions or our convenient, that we have learned that electric current, the direction of electric current is always opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. That we will come to know later on. So electric circuit, what do you mean by electric circuit? Electric circuit is a path through which this electric current flow. So basically electric current is the flow of electrons in a conductor, and the path through which, and the path is always continuous and closed, through which this electric current flow is called electric circuit. Now, how you can express, we can express the electric current. Let's just see the diagram. In this diagram, it is clearly visible that flow of positive charge here from positive to negative, and the flow of electron is opposite in direction, that is direction is given from negative to positive. So the electric current is denoted by letter I, capital I. Electric current is expressed by the rate of flow of electric charge, means how many electrons flow per unit time. Per unit time means per second. How many electrons flow per second, that define the electric current. And this is written as conventional flow of electric charge. Conventional means that is our convenient. We studied that the charge, the current flow from positive to negative direction, that is the direction of current. In this direction, the direction of current is here like this, and the direction of flow of current is opposite, that is in this direction. This is the direction of flow of electron. So the current and the flow of electron is always in the opposite direction. Now come forward. In which direction does electric current flow? Actually, what happens when the current flow? Just look at the given diagram. The current flow of conventional current, this is the arrow of the flow of conventional current. This, the arrow show the flow of conventional current from positive terminal to the negative terminal. And this is one battery AB. This show the direction of flow of electrons. Basically, the electron flow from negative terminal to the positive terminal of the battery, and we define, and the below arrow, these arrows show the direction of electrons. But we consider that if we are going to draw the direction of current, we will put like that arrow. This is the direction of current, this. So direction of current is start from positive terminal, but the electron flow in the opposite direction of the flow of current. So this is clear by the theory of in which direction does the electric current flow? The direction of electric current flow is a little difficult to understand to those who have taught that current flow from positive to negative. Basically, we have learned that we are we are just learning that the current flow from positive to negative. There are two theories behind this phenomena. One is the theory of conventional current and other is the theory of actual current flow. Conventional means that is going on from so many years and that is convenient for us to understand where the current is flowing. When Benjamin Franklin was studying charges, the structure of atom and atomic particles were unknown. So at that time, nobody knows that there is an electron is there. At that time, only positive particle, that is proton, were discovered. Hence, he assumed that point of charge accumulate as positive and the point which is deficient of charge is negative. So he assumed that the charges are only positive. The most accumulation of charges, large quantity of charges are positive charge and deficient charges are negative charge. Therefore, the charge is set to flow from positive to negative terminal. So this is called the conventional current. But in reality, electric current is nothing but the flow of electrons. Electrons are negative charge and are attracted towards the positive charge. Also, many experiments had revealed that it is the free electrons in the conductor that flow. Negatively charged electron move from the negative terminal to the positive terminal. This is the direction of actual current flow. So from this diagram, it is clear that electrons flow from B to A, from negative to positive, but the direction of current that we always draw is from opposite direction to the flow of current. But the current is due to the flow of electrons. So how you will calculate the current? Current is denoted by the symbol I. Basically, always the current is denoted by a capital symbol I. This is the I. And current is total charge upon time. Means in 1 second, this quantity of Q is flowing in a conductor. So I is equals to Q upon T. Q is the net charge, that is total charge per unit time. And Q is unit of charge. This unit of this Q is coulomb. That is, it is defined in coulomb. So total number of charges, total number of electrons we can say is always electrons, the charge is coulomb. 1 coulomb is nearly equals to 6 into 10 to the power 18 electron. Means when 6 into 10 to the power 18 electrons are accumulate, then it become a 1 coulomb. And when this number of charges flow in 1 second, then it become a ampere, that is current. So unit of current is ampere, A. I is equals to Q upon T. Q is the total number of charges that is flowing in a conductor and time T is a per second. In 1 second, how many charges are flowing in a conductor? That is the current. Now, what is 1 ampere? 1 ampere is the flow of electric charge through a surface. 1 ampere means 1 coulomb upon 1 second. So 1 ampere, just go with this formula only. 1 ampere is the flow of electric charge through a surface at the rate of 1 coulomb per second. Or you can say 1 ampere is 1 coulomb of electric charge flowing in 1 second. And it is equals to the 1 ampere. There are some other quantities of electric current also, very small quantities of electric current, that is milliampere and microampere. Milliampere means 10 to the power minus 3 ampere and microampere means 10 to the power minus 6 ampere. means micro can be written as PA or mu A. You can write anything. So 1 milliampere is 10 to the power minus 3 ampere, or 1 mu A is equals to, that is microampere, is equals to 10 to the power minus 6 ampere. This we will use when we are going to do the numericals. And the apparatus through which we can measure the electric current is ammeter. So ammeter is an instrument with the help of which we are able to measure the electric current in a circuit. Then now these are some questions in your page number 200. Why does an electric circuit means? What does an electric circuit means? A continuous closed path of an electric component through which electric current flow is called electric circuit. It is a simple circuit, consists of conductor, that is wire, cell, source, switch, and load. Load means bulb, anything which you are going to use it. Define the unit of current. Unit of current is ampere, and ampere is defined as when 1 coulomb of charge flow per second, then that is the unit of current, that is ampere. Or you can define unit of current is ampere, and 1 ampere is equals to 1 C upon 1 T. 1 coulomb of charge flowing per second. Next is calculate the number of electron constituting 1 coulomb of charge. How many electrons are there? So we have already studied or learned that the 1 coulomb contains 6 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. And this is the next formula, that Q is equals to Ne, where N is the number of electron and Q or E we can use. QE is the charge on 1 electron. That is also we have to learn this value, that charge of 1 electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. So according to the charge quantization matlab charge can be add. We can add as many charge as it is. Quantization you have learned in maths. Addition of so many numbers. So Q is equals to NQ, means N times a single charge. N is the number of electron, Q is the charge of an electron. So N we find out, we need to find out N. So if we need to find out N is 6.25 into 10 to the power 18. That is, substitute the value in the above equation. The number of electron in a coulomb charge can be calculated as follows. So number of electron constituting 1 coulomb of charge is 6 into 10 to the power 18. So you can directly, if it's one word, you can go with that the number of electron is 6 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. So basically this video was what is electric current. Electric current is the flow of electrons. Electrons always flow opposite to the direction of electric current. We always show the direction of flow of electron is opposite to the direction of electric current. Electric current basically move from positive to negative, but actually the electron which is moving from negative terminal to positive terminal, because when Benjamin Franklin was studying charges at that time, he was totally unaware about the presence of electrons. So according to conventional current, he wrote that it is a conventional current, that the current flow from positive to negative terminal. But in reality, electric current is nothing but the flow of electrons which flow from negative to positive terminal. So this is the basically the what is electric current, and it is denoted by a symbol I, where I is equals to Q upon T. Q is the total charge and it is written in coulomb, and T is the second, and the unit of I is ampere. So 1 ampere is equals to 1 coulomb upon 1 second. So just study all these things properly. Go with this topic. It's a very small topic, and we will go further with potential difference in our next video. Till then, have a nice day. and goodbye.